सही है ना, कॉलेज का सही अच्छा बच्चा मिलता नहीं लेक्चर लेक्चर इधर उधर इसके ऊपर
शटल होना पड़ेगा ना तुम्हारा फिर ठंडे का घुमाएंगे
नहीं प्रेस हो गई है अभी बंद है अभी बटन बंद है कितनी मेहनत लगती है प्रेस में हमारे कैसे फटाक से हो जाता है छोटे छोटे बर्तन नहीं सही है अनानास बना हुआ नहीं ना प्रेस
कर दिया था पूरा
ओ पीछे साइड देख
तो बैठ के तो इसे करना आप क्या बता रहे हो
मम्मी दस बज गए अपन कैब कब बुलाएंगे मेरा एक शूट अपनी गाड़ी हिला पड़ी इधर गाड़ी हिला आपने नहीं मुझे गाड़ी चलाने आई थी तो मैंने अपनी गाड़ी लाई रही थी तूने वो गाड़ी लाई रही थी ना पर किसी को तो सीखने का ही नहीं है देखना मेरे गाने बंद करवा दिए बोले तेरे को ये बंद करना पड़ेगा
Good morning. Is my voice audible to you all?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Are you people able to see my screen also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, who is this live CID again joining? I admitted him. Who is this live CID? Hey, who has joined in the name of live CID? Who are you basically? Like everyone in the institute is asking like who is this live CID? कौन हो आप? Everyone. Where is he going? Who is this live CID?
मैडम ये दूसरे लेक्चर में भी हुआ था तो वो अमर सर ने रिमूव किया था इसको।
हाँ मैम, हम रिमूव करते हैं उसको। आज गलती से मैंने उसको ऐड कर लिया है और अभी मुझे वो मिल भी नहीं रहा है।
हाँ।
वो दिख रहा है ऐड है, लेकिन कौन है वो लाइव सीआईडी? हु इज दिस लाइव सीआईडी?
पता नहीं मैडम, किसी को भी नहीं पता मैडम।
So shall I start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Last class we have completed about HRM. The second part of the unit 1 consisted of strategic HRM. Last class we talked about what is HRM functions, objectives, what is the importance, and how it has evolved. Like what is the evolution of HRM. This class we will be starting with strategic. Oof, this is what I get irritated. Like continuously people will be joining. Let me start recording. Yes. So we'll start with strategic HRM. So what is a strategic HRM? Is it about a long-term range planning, or it is about day-to-day strategic management, or it is about both, having a day-to-day strategic management, or it is about a long range strategic planning? So when we start about strategic planning, when we start about strategic human resource management, there are various definitions. The one I will like to focus on is the pattern of planned human resource deployments. The last one here, the pattern of planned human resource deployments and activities intended to enable an organization to achieve its goal, which is nothing but managing a farm or total management of a farm. Okay, the first point is the explanation, like the strategic human resource. The first point is the explanation. Like the strategic human resource management refers to management of a farm's human resources in such a way so as to achieve strategic objectives of the farm. It's very simple. Like, all this definition encompass a whole lot of detail, but very simply stating, strategic human resource management deals with the achievement of the strategic objectives of an organization by managing its human resources in the most appropriate manner. It is just like putting the right person in the right job and in the right time. So how do we get people to do what they need to do in order to help the organization achieve the objectives like that it has laid down for its development over the course of, say, next in another 5, 10, 15, 20 years? Okay, so why is this strategic HR? Like, why should we do studies? Like, the reason why we should focus on strategic management, or why we need human resources also to be strategically planned, is to help a farm achieve competitive advantage by lowering cost, by increasing the sources of product and service differentiation, or by both. What do you mean, what do you like when we mean by the statement of competitive advantage? Like, competitive advantage means having an advantage over the competitors in the industry. Okay. Now, when we talk about competitors, we are talking about other farms. We are talking about other organizations who are in the same, either in the same line of production of the product, or who are offering the same product or similar set of product or services that one farm is offering. Now, who are selling what? Who are selling what we are selling is actually something very similar. Who are offering what we are offering is also in the same line. Like, when we talk about when we talk about competitors, basically our neighbors, we can say, they are constantly in look for what exactly as a farm we are doing, and we are also in constant look for what exactly as a farm they are doing. Now, when we talk about competitive advantage, we are talking not about overtaking them. We are talking about having something in our offering that they do not have, that gives an edge over what they provide. why do people join in continuously? Yeah. Now, it is a point to think about, like, what do we have that others do not have, because of which our customers or whoever our buyers are or whoever our clients are, like if there is some other product which they are offering which we do not offering, then there is a chance like all our customers, all our buyers may prefer them over us. Like, what do I have? Suppose we take it individually. What do I have? What is so unique about myself that I have to use it as my USP, that I have to use it as my no basic characteristics, so that whatever range of products and services that I am offering is something which is keeping my customers loyal to me, that helps me and getting an advantage over my competitors. Now, that is one question to look after, like what do I have? Like what additional benefits can I offer to my clients, my customers? And that is what we mean by competitive advantage. It is just not one thing what it is, like I can, like this is something which I have, this is something my competitors will not have. So the moment my competitors come to know the unique qualities that I have, the uniqueness of my product, they will somehow try to develop themselves, and over a long range period of time, over a long period of time, they are going to adapt that. They are going somewhere, they are going to take the benefit of that part. Now, when we talk about strategic HRM, like we talk about the model of strategic HRM. Why strategic HRM is actually, we have studied, like it will help us to gain a competitive advantage, and it will lower the cost and service differentiation and all. Like, this is what a model of strategic HRM is. Now, when we talk about model of strategic HRM, we see like strategic HR is divided into two parts, where there is an HR strategy which will be in line with the overall or specific strategy, and then we have the strategic management or strategic HR of role. Both of them are aligned together, like both of them are in alignation with each other. And then contribution, like whatever strategic choice is, what is strategic analysis that the lower level team that they have done, whatever strategic choice that has been done, it will be spread to both the strategic role of HR, it will be both spread to the HR strategies or achievement of overall or specific HR strategies, and then the whole of the strategic HRM will be decided. Now, before I go, we talked about competitive advantage. We talk about strategies. Like if you are dealing with strategies, the strategic management or the strategies over here, the strategic choice, the strategic analysis, what are the strategies actually? What are the competitive strategies that we are talking about? This might be any kind of innovation strategy. This might be kind of any kind of enhancement strategy, or it might be any kind of cost reduction strategy. Now, when we talk about competitive strategies, like why it is essential for studying of this strategy in any areas, why we are studying the strategy in any areas of HRM, or it might be any areas of marketing, it is just to attain the competitive advantage. Like we have some strategies as an organization, we have some strategies, like some things that we do in order to stay ahead of our competitors. One thing that we can do is taking a strategic initiative. Strategic initiative is nothing but the ability to capture control of a strategic behavior in the industries in which that firm competes. Like strategic initiative is doing something extra. It basically means changing the game. Now, when we are doing the strategic initiative, we are doing a strategic analysis. What is the strategic analysis that our competitors are doing? What is the new initiative that they have taken? So here we are doing an analysis of those strategies. We are taking a choice. We are making a choice of those strategy, called as we are taking an initiative for it. Now, doing something that motivates others to do. If that is something that motivates you to do, then that will also motivate others to do. So here you have to do something differently from others. Like if you're doing something, strategic analysis, agar you have started doing strategic analysis for your farm, then obviously your competitors will also do the strategic analysis. So doing something that that you are doing, that of course your competitors will also do the same thing. So what you have to do is you have to do something differently from others, and that will be something beneficial to your customers, to your clients, and it will lead others to be very motivated, and that they will be following. For example, like when we were growing up, the concept of sales service, that was not prevalent. हमारे जब हम जब हम बड़े हो रहे थे, there was no concept of after sale service. There was no concept. So it's just like हम अगर we have purchased a washing machine, and if there is some fault in the washing machine, there was no after sales service. What you used to do is you ask some washing machine mechanic to fix it. But today, that is not the concept today. Na? Somebody somewhere decided, like any organization, washing machine के जितने सारे brands हैं, somebody someday somewhere decided that we will be selling a washing machine, and when you are selling a washing machine, you are trying to keep that customer with you. You are trying to keep that customer with you, so that whenever there will be a second need of buying a washing machine, or when somebody else asks that customer about how well you have purchased your washing machine, what washing machine you have purchased, they would be able to tell the name of that seller. It is just like one customer begetting another customer. Okay, so here when this washing machine when there were companies were selling washing machine, some company came up with a concept of after sale service. It is just like you buy my brand, you take the name of my brand, and I will be giving you the sales. I will be giving you the after sale service of those of that brand. Matlab, a shop sells a washing machine, but then the shop also has people who are trained in repairing that washing machine, and any kind of faulty thing that happens with a washing machine, and in case of any problem, say 1 year, in case of any problem happening to that washing machine, we are going to supply our technician, we are going to supply our this person who is good in handling a washing machine to you for a free of cost. Okay, that's a very easy concept of after sale services. So after this kind of concepts, there were authorized. तभी हमारे time पे there were no authorized service agents. At least when I was growing up, I knew like something authorized service centers were for two-wheelers. It was Honda, तो उसका authorized service center in case of and that too, if you have a free checkup for your two-wheeler, then you need to take it to authorized service center so that you get it done for free, or when it is new. But then after that you have to pay it. Authorized service center, we have this in psychology that they will be using all authenticate part, which I doubt. This is something which a concept came up, like when we are talking about a strategic initiative. Now, over a period of time, what happened to that washing machine is, after washing machine, there were a lot many of such other products which came up for this after sales service. And by the time we attend this after sales service, we have started telling our neighbors, our friends, our family members that this brand is very much okay. If this brand has worked very well for me, if you are going to purchase it, you go ahead with purchasing this brand. And the most important thing is, if in case any fault, in case of any defect, they are readily supplying people to make a correction. So this is a word of mouth theory. And by this time, you as a one customer is begetting 10 customers. Okay, so this is what we are talking about, an initiative. This is what we talk about, a strategic initiative. Now suppose we will be talking about behavior. Since it is an HR part, we will be talking about a behavior, a pattern, something that we do that others do not do. For example, like one company decided that we are going to offer service. Like I will, like if you buy this washing machine, you will somebody from our organization will come and repair it free of cost, for a period 1-2 years, or they will charge you in case there will be some additional parts. Somebody is trying to join in. Yeah. So they will charge you for some additional parts that may be required. So So this is one strategic initiative that one company has taken, and it has a competitive advantage in terms of innovation strategy, and it is different from those of competitors. Okay, done. Now they made a choice. They will be cashing in that. When they made a choice, they will be cashing in that. What they need to do is they have to align their HR strategies in case of overall, in case of specific, and they have to see what is the strategic role of HR. Strategic role of HR is, once you are making a product, you are simultaneously training the person who will be responsible for this after sale service. Like when we talk about, after you are selling one washing machine, you are selling one air conditioner, you are selling one fan or something, you are automatically training one person over there. You are automatically training one person over there who will be responsible for any kind of suppose a mechanic actually, who will be responsible for any kind of faults that happen, and they will be they will be it's a kind of like one production of one product is generating employment of another person. So this mechanic or this trainee will be responsible for repairing that product. So kind of you have to match the product, you have to match the person also over here. Now, when we talk about the strategic management role of HR, like what we say, which overally when we talk about, it is basically the map how many people we have in an organization. It basically the map, like what are the qualifications, like what are the skill sets of people we are having in the organization, how we are going in another 5 years, in another 10 years, how are we going to set up how are we going to see a company. Who is this child? In another 5 years, in another 10 years, how are we going to see this company? Like, where is this company going to take us? Okay, so when this is what they map, the people with their strategies. This is where they see, like, okay, somebody needs to be uh, kind of like lead a particular project, somebody who needs to take charge of a leadership situation. So there they map the person as well as the people. So this is what the role of strategic management is, and they then develop their overall or specific HR strategies, like what would be their pay packages, how their training and development will be, how are we going to train the people, maybe the behavioral aspect, maybe the technical aspect, how are we going to manage the people, how are we going to skill the people. 5 years down the line, the skill set that today's people have will be traditional, will be of no use. So 5 years, there are new things that will be coming up. How do we keep update with this skill set? How do we make our people ready for facing new problems? So that is how the HR strategies, or that is how the overall and specific strategies that strategic HRM deals with. Excuse me for a minute.
क्या रात लेक्चर नहीं खत्म है 10:30 नेट गया
I'm sorry, I'm on leave today. Sorry, I'm really sorry for this. Okay, so we'll talk about the next part. So what is the strategic role of HR specialist? Like what exactly do this strategic HR specialists do? So when we talk about HR people, I have got a lot many of answers like role of HR is all the core thing. The strategic HR's people or strategic HR specialist, they focus on whatever the company's strategies are. They align their HR accordingly. So this is how it happens. This is how it happens. This is actually one Ulrich's model, which is a three-legged stool. Like whatever strategy has been decided or whichever the strategy is, this is the center of expertise. This is a strategic business partner. It includes all the people from all the specialization,
मुझे बोलना
and
record हो
these
रहा
are the
था
shared service center. Yes, sir. I'll call you after class. Yeah.
उसमें सर का चलो पानी डालने वाला क्या करती हो
Okay. I'm sorry. So this model has been given by David Aldrich. It is specifically meant to organize the human resources function. Like it suggested that if it is a very giant organization and if it is a very large scale business, HR's function has to be compartmentalized, or HR's function has to be segregated into 4 parts. Like as the question here is asked, like what is the strategic role of HR specialist? So this has been defined by David Aldrich. I repeat again, it has been defined by David Aldrich. So what does the strategic HR specialist do apart from aligning their core HR function with the strategies that has been set up by the organization? They perform the role of a strategic partner. They perform the role of a change agent, like whatever change that has brought about, that will be brought about in that, they perform that. They perform the role of an administrative expert, and they are also an employee champion. The Ulrich here stressed out that like if it is a shared service activities that should be operated, for example, like if you are talking about call centers or if you are talking about APOs, BPOs, like which has a very supporting technology and internet facility, and it provides basic support and administrative functions to the rest of the business. When we talk about HR being an human resource function champion, or HR being an employee champion, so here we talk about how the human resource management function has evolved and it has become a business arm, and that arm which cannot function without an enterprise. So the Ulrich model today serves like it is a benchmark for many of the HR professionals, and there they attempt and dissect. They actually mobilize their all kind of multifaceted roles in administrative HR and today's role of getting a business partner. Why are we going to study about this three-legged stool, or why are we studying this Ulrich model? It is basically to develop a competency model so that it will be good enough and effective, that has to shift from strategic management to strategic human resource management. Although like there are people who question on the efficiency and efficiency as well as the relevance of shifting it from strategic management to strategic HR management, but still a lot many of businesses have started doing it. A lot many of businesses have started taking HR as a business partner, where they give teams, small teams or individuals, like they collaboratively work with the managers of the organization, and they carry out the strategic management or the key initiatives. They any kind of expertise, like setting of any kind of expertise, setting of repositories for the technical know-how, and at the same time managing the employment relations, resourcing, rewarding, and everything, resourcing, rewarding, as well as managing the performance part, also developing of policies, promulgating them and giving them support in the much needed units or much needed business units. So today HR has obtained its role from being an just a department to being an business partner. David Aldrich is actually a person who is known as a father of human resources. Please remember, it might be an MCQ question. David Aldrich is a person who David Aldrich is actually the father of human resources. Now we'll moving to the next part. Okay. When we are talking about a strategic business partner concept, these are some of the concepts. I'll give you this slide so that you can read it out. Next is, this is what we were talking about. What are the strategic roles of HR today and how is HR managing?
उसके गाने चलते हैं अपने।
अरे यार क्यों फोन आ रहा है? Just a minute. I'm sorry. Yeah.
नहीं। कोई बात नहीं।
ऐसे शांत हो रही है।
स्क्रीन मेरा नहीं दिख रहा है क्या आप लोगों को? No, ma'am. Okay. अभी?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
फिर कपड़े पहनने के बाद दोनों क्या?
I'm on leave today, but I have lot many things. I'm sorry for it. I disturbed you. Okay. So we are talking about a strategic role of HR. The first strategic role is formulate integrated HR strategies, then work with line managers to support the achievement of their business goals, contribute to the business development of business strategies. If I am going to name them, this part is where they work with the line managers to support the achievements of their business goals. I can say like this is a role of human capital. HR role as a human capital. Formulate integrated HR strategies is where they make a strategic understanding, they have a balanced metrics, and contribute to the development of business strategies where they do a role of leadership, they do activities and structure to it. Like if we see, there are many key roles that HR plays, like that are very much essential for optimizing the performance in any business organization. But HR is not one singularly responsible for all activities. It is actually HR which aligns with various across departments, various functions, including all the department which are there in an organization. And HR helps in formulating the strategies. Like HR singularly kuch nahi karta hai, like it has to align with all the organizational activities, all the organizational departments. It has to align with the people who are working to set up any kind of procedure, to set up any kind of policies, even budgets, work task, कुछ भी अगर formulate होता है, then it has to be along with all the departments. But then it is as such like it is uniquely positioned and skilled so that it provides support and initiative so that alignment is happening. HR का role क्या होता है? वो support करता है, initiatives लेता है, and then it has position as such like with all departments, it is making that alignment alignment good or enabling that alignment. When we talk about strategic understanding, the first thing, like formulate integrated HR strategies, it is like you have to understand, like for each employee you have to understand like what is the role of this employee, whether it is temporary, whether it is a regular employee, whether it is a part-time employee, or whether it is a full-time employee. Even if that person is a temporary, regular, or part-time or full-time employee, they have to understand the company's strategy, like how are they going to fit into the picture. Now suppose tomorrow when you people will be going for interviews in big organizations, like there are organizations जैसे कि बड़े organization होते हैं, let me not take the name, they in the initial phase when they start seeing you, they have to make a mind like where exactly we are going to fit this person, what is the skill set, what is the ability, long run mein how are you going to be good, how are you going to make a good fit with this organization. Suppose you are someone who is very well spoken, calm, well spoken, you can manage the situation, then they would be thinking about like someday this person will be representing this department, someday when it comes to report writing, when it comes to PR kind of situation, so we will be putting this person in that right fit. Somebody who is very good in handling people, somebody who's very good in putting end to conflicts, like they will be thinking of putting them in the negotiations. Okay, depending on the skill set that you have, like they see like in the bigger picture how you are going to fit in, and it's very essential, like many companies do not reveal, like someday if you are being poached, how good you will be to the competitors. Okay, so this is how the HR does when it comes to recruitment. As we say, recruitment itself is not an easy job. Have I spoken about poaching here?
No, man.
कोई class spoken about there is a concept called as poaching in recruitment? Yeah, I have spoken with HR specialization students. एक poaching का
No, ma'am.
concept होता है, मैंने आपको बोला है क्या? Poaching is another strategy of HRM where suppose there is a new company that has come up, a new company suppose in South area it has come up. A new company, and that too in the South area it has come up. The very first thing for that company is they have to gain a market. Before you start anything in that new company, वो new company में कुछ भी आप start करो, strategy वगैरह, the first thing that happens is marketing in that company. The first thing they have to understand is how they are going to capture a market. So what they will be doing is, this company is basically situated in Delhi, so they do not understand how the South market operates. Before going and operating into the South market, they will do a market survey. Market survey, they get the recruited data. Now they need a person who has to manage this company in the South. So do you think that they will recruit a person who will be from Delhi, or do you think that they will recruit a person who is from South? आपको क्या लगता है? Will they recruit a person from Delhi or will they recruit a person from South?
South by default.
Of course, South by default. And because अगर they are recruiting a person from South, that person knows how they will be managing. Now, when they are recruiting, they will not be recruiting just a manager. They will be recruiting what? They will be recruiting a higher level person, like somebody who will.
Senior person.
Yeah, they will be recruiting a senior person. So somebody who will be like who will know how to manage the people, and who will be getting a person who will be getting like whosoever will be getting managing those persons. So in that case, it is not easy to go for a senior level recruitment. It is not that easy. What you have to do is you have to do poaching here. Poaching matlab you recognize who your competitor is. When you recognize who your competitor is, you recognize who is that person who is managing that. Now it will not be easily getting that person's number. You will not be easily getting that person's details. वो जितने आप higher level, senior level में चले जाओगे ना, आपका CV नौकरी में नहीं आता है. Neither do आपका कहीं पे आता है. Like monster वगैरह या ऐसे कुछ नहीं आता है. What you do is you start the line of operation. कौन किसको कहाँ पे ये करता है, like reporting करता है. Catch a person, offer him a job. Like, I'm offering you a job, but then who are you reporting to? He will give you the name of the person who he is reporting to. Get the phone number just for our company is asking. So just for reference, he will give you the phone number. Offer that person a job. Just so offer that person a job. Get that number, directly offer that person a job. ये poaching होता है actually. Like initially you have to poach certain candidates. When you are opening a new branch in a different area, you have to poach a candidate. Okay, this is how poaching happens. This is one of the strategic roles of HR, including that market survey, understanding of a market, and matching the market requirement with the person's requirement. Second is when you are working with line managers to support the achievement of their business goals. So here you are totally talking about the human capital part. You are totally talking about how you are. How people oriented you are, how good you are with the people. You understanding what is the requirement of those line managers. You have to understand what exactly are the line managers expecting, like in terms of number of people, in terms of number of skill set, in terms of number of devices, yeah, in terms of any kind of help they require in attending the business goal. So this is how you work with the line managers, where HR generally does not work with the line managers directly, but then through the supervisors, through the managers, they work with the line managers. Then third is they contribute to the development of business strategies. Business strategies is overall business strategies they are talking about. For example, if there is an expansion, or when there is an they have acquired a new company. When they have acquired a new company, there is a development. They need a leader who need to manage that development. They need people who would be managing those development. They'll first look after the people who are inside the organization. They will first depute those people, then only they will go for outer recruitment. So you can join. So this is how HR performs their strategic role. These are the 7 steps of being a strategy. The first one is aware of your business context. The business context is what exactly you are doing, what is your product, how you are serving the people, whether you are in alignation with all the legal responsibilities, whether you are alignation with everything that is required for the legal thing of setting up this business. Understand who the business is, understand who your competitors are, understand what is the environment is, understand what is the market scenario of your product, appreciate how HR is going to add value. HR is going to add value in terms of numbers of like raising the right people, getting the right people, right job. See the big picture, like whether you have a chance for development, whether you are going for acquisitions, whether you are going for no expansion. Act as a change agent in the term of like if there is any kind of innovations that you want to bring into your organization, any kind of innovations or any kind of new things that you're getting into the organization for the betterment of its organization. It is also in case of like making the organization people friendly. Act as a change agent, make convincing business case for innovation. It is when you are presenting it to your higher ups, when you are presenting it to the higher management. Then practice evidence based management, like whatever business case you have present over here, whatever for innovation, whatever the answers or whatever the management has suggested, you are going to practice it. You are going to evidence based. If you are performing an 8-hour job, then it has to be evidence based. If you are doing the training and development, it has to be very clarified on the goals. It has to be very transparent on it. So these are the 7 steps of being strategic. I'll take it in from the next class. I'm sorry for all the disturbances that has happened today. So my HR specialization students, if you are here, I am on leave today. I'll not have this specialization class from 12 to 1. I have a specialization class from 12 to 1. So if my HR specialization students are present over here, I will not have my class from 12 to 1. I'm sorry again for all the disturbances for today. I hope if you're having any doubts, you may ask me now. Any doubts?
No, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
ma'am, for HR specialization, what MOOCs course we should go for?
Yeah, I know. Somebody has asked me yesterday. I said like I'll go through and tell you. I had gone through. There is one psychology for managers which I would suggest you people to take. Other course I'll just look into and will let you know. Okay.
Okay,
मैम
ma'am. Okay.
ग्रुप में सेंड करिए, मैंने ही पूछा था मैम.
हाँ तेजस आपने ही पूछा था. There was one psychology for managers that I had seen. You people might register for that psychology for managers. Second one is I'll look into and I'll tell you which course you have to take.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank
Devendra
you.
is there. देवेंद्र है क्या क्लास में?
यस मैम.
देवेंद्र आपके साथ एक विनोद पवार थे. फर्स्ट मतलब फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में एक्टिव थे. अभी नहीं दिख रहे हैं. लाइक आई हैव नॉट सीन हिम
हाँ
फ्रॉम.
मैम वो
क्या बोल रहे हो?
गाँव को गया.
एवरीथिंग ऑल राइट विद हिम राइट?
यस मैम ऑलराइट बट नेटवर्क इशू नहीं रहता वहाँ पे उसके.
अच्छा ठीक है. नेटवर्क इशू रहता है ना. एवरीथिंग ऑल राइट विद हिम बिकॉज वो फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में ही वाज वेरी एक्टिव बट आई एम नॉट सीइंग हिम राइट नाउ. इसलिए पूछ रहा हूँ. सॉरी.
नेटवर्क इशू है मैम. हेलो.
हाँ ठीक है. I get it. All of you are all right. There are 36 students in my class. आप
Yes,
लोग सब ठीक हो? घर में सब ठीक है?
यस मैम.